Hello, welcome to Paul's Take. And today we're going to go through the Car and Driver's 10 Best list. That's right, it's a very exciting day. So this is actually being recorded live, so while we're recording, as we're building up some viewers, let's start off with the magazine and see what's in there before the 10 best list. Just go through it real quick. Excuse me. Alrighty. Advertisement. WeatherTech. They do a lot of advertising for Car and Driver. Subaru Advertisement. This was on the Subaru Cross Tech. Pretty nice. This one's green though. It's pretty ugly. Want to take a look? I'll show you. See that? The Cross Tech. And then on the other side, it's what's that here? I don't know. Table of contents. Backfires. A progressive commercial. An article on Inside the Bubble. These articles are usually pretty good, but for some reason I never have an interest to read them. I guess I'm more into the pictures. Backfire. That's more when readers actually send in articles, or not articles, they send in responses or something about previous episodes, previous subscriptions for magazines. There you go, magazines. Had a long day today, excuse me. I had a good day though. We got a Skechers ad. Skechers. Check it out. Skechers is funny. I actually knew a guy that designed for Skechers. Believe it or not, way back when, long time ago, galaxy far, far away, I was his personal trainer. That's right. I was a Skechers designer, personal trainer. And he used to give me free shoes and shirts and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Alrighty, an article on 2020. Watts to Freedom happened. What? Guess you're talking about all the electric vehicles that are coming out in the future. The future is all about electric, blah, blah, blah. Some more articles, not articles. Yeah, articles. Nothing seems too interesting. So over here, we got something on Elon Musk. The year in tweets, according to Elon Musk. Interesting. I would read them to you, but I don't read well. It's weird. I can read, though. I just can't read well. All right. Winners and Losers Testing Edition. The winner. But this is no surprise if you're into vehicles. You would assume this is the winner pretty much probably every year. One of my favorite vehicles, the Porsche 911 Turbo S. Yeah, those things are awesome. I got a friend of mine. He wants to get one. Not a new one though. So this one says, wow, it do 0 to 60 in 2.1 seconds. That is insane. Losers. Oh, this is interesting, loser. I would thought this would be a better vehicle, but I guess maybe it's a little outdated. The loser is GM. No surprise there. GM is always kind of weak, if you ask me, but I think they're getting better, but not in this case. The loser in this case is the GM full-size SUV. No one would ever call the Yukon, Tahoe, Suburban, or Escalade a handling icon. We have some hopes that the the dynamics will be better. I guess they're great in a straight line, but just don't turn in them. You will be fine. Alrighty, what's this winner? We got another winner, the Porsche Taycan Turbo S. There's more than one winner. I don't get it. I guess it's different categories. What is it, the sedan? Excuse me. Let's see. I don't know. Loser. This is an interesting loser in performance. What? You'll never guess this loser. You'll never guess because they're so popular. I'll give you a hint. The owner of the company is the richest man in the world. That's right. The loser in performance is the Tesla Model S. Wow, that's interesting. I would never thought that. So here's the deal with the performance of the Tesla Model S. When you go 0 to 60, like if you do 0 to 60 runs, like we all do, try to take off from the light. The first time you do it, it's an outstanding 2.4 seconds, which is that's pretty fast. That's very extremely fast. But they said if you go, stop, accelerate, decelerate, accelerate, decelerate, the times get slower and slower to a point where it's going as slow as 0 to 60 in 7 seconds, which is nothing to brag about whatsoever. That's pretty insane. The Porsche's all-electric vehicle, on the other hand, has a management system where the acceleration is consistent. But for some reason, Tesla, at this point of this writing, does not. Another winner, the Hyundai Sonata Hybrid and I can't even read this. Onic Electric. Let's see here. Of the 83 hydrocarbon burning cars we subjected to the 75 mile an hour highway fuel economy test this year, the Hyundai Sonata Hybrid travels farthest on 1 gallon of fuel. It's 51 miles per gallon. Score is impressive. Wow, that's pretty impressive. The sporty Honda Civic only gets 41 miles per gallon in the same test. What? That's interesting. Okay, so if you've been watching my videos, you know that I like off-road vehicles. All right. And I like the Forerunners. I have a Jeep Liberty. And Jeeps, of course, in general, the Wranglers are nice. But they're pretty expensive, the new stuff. And I always wonder what's going to be my next vehicle. Well, one of the ones that in the running is the older, which is brand new, of course, but hasn't been redesigned for a million years, the Nissan Frontier. And that is a winner. Well, in the most unlikely upsets, the 220 mile per hour Nissan Frontier will outrun a Ram 1500 TRX. Let's just talk about performance, I guess, speed. So that, I guess, is a pretty fast pickup truck. Another loser is the Bmw M44i X Drive. Excuse me again. All this water I'm drinking is for some reason making me belch. All right. So here we go. Excuse me while I justice. All right. BMW. I don't really look at BMWs for some reason. Excuse me. BMWs are, I don't know. I used to think they were the coolest thing, but they don't do it for me anymore. I don't know why. Probably if I drove one, I might think differently, but style-wise, I think they look too similar. They don't change their style enough, I think. It all looks the same. All right, another biggest loser is the SSC. In October, American supercar maker SSC claimed a new production car top speed record of 316 miles an hour with its 1,750 horsepower motor. What? That's insane. But they're claiming it could do 316, but when they tested it out, it only peaked out at 224 miles per hour. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. California dreaming, America's largest car market, plans to ban the sale of new gas-powered vehicles by 2035. Now, that's what California, so it says. California, they're extreme. They're extremely clean, but of course they have a lot of smog. I mean, I used to live in California, so I realize why they have to be so extreme. Because there's so many cars in California. The smog is horrendous. But I think they're kind of in a unique situation because everybody lives, say, in the Los Angeles basin, right? But then there's the mountains that are lined up behind Los Angeles. You get the ocean air coming in, and it captures all that smog in the one area. It has nowhere to go. It just sits there and piles up until everybody is chewing their air because it's so thick with crunchy stuff. All right, some boring quick jack advertisement. Trends to the end. 3 aftermarket fads that are dumb and bad. Oh, I read this. This is pretty funny. This is a pretty good article. Let's see if I can highlight the main points. Oh, so I live in North Carolina, and there's a thing called, and I've seen this around. I don't know how common it is throughout the country, but it's called the Carolina squat. I didn't realize that it originated in North Carolina or South Carolina. Could have been any of the Carolinas, actually. It doesn't say. But the Carolina squat, if you don't know what that is, it's when they put a lift on the front end of their truck. So their truck is riding like this. Here's the ground. And the back is not. It's not lifted at all. So they're driving around with the front really high up and the back squatted down. The Carolina squat. And it seems crazy because you can't see over your hood. So it's a bad idea. It looks funny, which is fine, but it's not safe. That's the problem. Okay, the next one, this is the trends to end, right? And this one I was guilty of, but I fixed that. And I kind of fixed it after reading this article. It gave me a complex. It's called empty roof baskets. So nowadays, as you know, I'm sure you know, it's really trendy for cars to go overlander style. One of the overlander big styles is leaving their baskets on the roof. Their baskets to put in all their gear when they're going overlanding. But when you're not using it, if you're, it's one thing when you're in use, but when they're not in use, they just keep it on there. It's almost like a fashion statement. The empty roof basket. And the problem is, of course, it's extra weight on your car for no reason, and also you're getting worse aerodynamics on your vehicle, so it really affects your gas mileage. So that is a bad idea. The third one that they mentioned here is the furry steering wheel cover. I don't know what the problem with that is. I see them though. I see some I think when I see them, it's usually women with these real buzzy steering wheel covers. Well, I don't got a problem with them. I think it looks pretty funny. And it looks all right to me. Alrighty. A line in the sand. Learning to make good decisions during a day in the dunes with a dog. That's an article. Not going to read it. Saving is just the start. What is this boring? Oh, Geico. Geico. This program has not been sponsored by Geico, but if they would like to sponsor me, please do so. The 10 Best. The name says it all. Our annual 10 Best Awards cut through the crowded market of more than 300 cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans to find the 10 that live up to their purpose while delivering incredible value and a great driving experience. These are the 10 best for 2021. Drum roll, please. Right. What am I looking at here? I'm not going to read all that. Where are the vehicles? That's what I want to know. All right, what is this? How is this thing organized? Oh, okay. So I guess this is one of the 10 best. The first one, let me make sure it's the first one. Yeah, the first one on Car and Driver's 10 best list is, this is no surprise to me, but it's based on hype for me anyways, because I've seen the car in person. I haven't driven the car, but I've seen it, and it really wasn't that exciting to me. I didn't really care for it in person, but it was definitely hyped up to the max. Can you guess, hyped up to the max, new this year, the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. Yeah, so this one, well, I gotta say, the styling department, or the styling to me on this Corvette, I like the old one better. I like the old one a lot better. But apparently it's a pretty good deal. The price-wise, base price is $59,995. And it says it goes up to $73,000, but I know different models up way into the 100,000s, I think. 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. Does the quarter mile in 11.2 seconds at 122 miles an hour. Top speed manufacturer claim is 184 miles per hour. Can brake from 70 miles an hour to 0 in 149 feet. Road holding 300 feet. Skid pad is 1.03 Gs. Fuel economy 19 overall, 15 city, and 27 highway. Not bad gas mileage. Like I said, I'm not impressed with the way it looks, but it apparently drives really well. But overall, I like the old one better. The next 10 best was this category. Does it tell me a category? No. But anyways, it is the Genesis, which is, Hyundai Genesis, the GV80. That's an SUV. Interesting. I'm not sure if I've seen this in person. Here, you want to take a look? I'll show you what it looks like. Check it out. All right. I know it's not a great picture, but so that one, I don't know much about this vehicle. I should go swing by a Hyundai dealership and take a, or actually, Hyundai. It has a 300 horsepower turbo, 2.5 liter inline four, and a 375 horsepower twin turbo 3.5 liter V6. I don't know anything about these vehicles, but I'm telling you, The 375 horsepower twin turbo 3.5 liter V6 is the one to get. Has 8-speed automatic. Base price $49,925 through $60,175. They tested the 3.5 liter turbo all-wheel drive 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds, which is pretty good for a SUV. Quarter mile in 13.9 seconds. Top speed is 149 miles an hour. Wow. That's kind of close to that Corvette. Braking, some 70 to 0 miles an hour at 170 feet. Compared to that. Okay. And the skid pad from a 30-foot skid pad is 0.82 Gs. Combined fuel economy is 2023. Oh, wait. It's about 20 miles per gallon. I'm not going to even get into that because we got two different motors and it's not all that clear. Alrighty, so it competes with the Chevy Suburban, Chevy Tahoe, Chevy Trailblazer, Chrysler Pacifica all-wheel drive. I don't know why. A Dodge Charger. I'll get that. The next of Car and Driver's top 10 picks is the very boring, but it's actually great car to drive, though. I've driven these. Not the new one, but they drive well, but they're kind of vanilla, is the Honda Accord. What? Of course, it's super reliable. Great on gas. 190 horsepower. Turbo. Wow. 1.5 liter four-cylinder. This is such a small motor. A lot of companies are doing 1.5 liter motors. It's like a motorcycle-sized motor. And let's see here. Oh, and it has, whoa. Now, this thing is a hybrid. And it's a 181 horsepower AC motor, which is electric. Oh, okay, so there's two different, they're doing two different motors. So they have one vehicle has the 192 horsepower turbo, and the other vehicle has a 181 horsepower electric motor plus 143 horsepower 2-liter inline 4. Combined is 212 horsepower. And there's another motor, a 252 horsepower turbo 2.0 liter inline 4 with a 10-speed automatic, continuously variable automatic. Well, I guess there's two. And a direct drive. Man, this thing is boring. Too many different options. All right, what does it say? 0 to 60. Nah. They got, there's too many different options, but the best time, I'll give you the best time. How's that? I'm not going to give you all the numbers, but the best motor, which is, it must be the 252 horsepower turbo 2.0, I'm guessing, is 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. It's not bad. Quarter mile in 14 seconds. Top speed of 126 miles an hour. And braking from 70 to 0 in 170 feet. And yeah. Ooh, here's one I like. This one I like. I gotta say they got this one right. It's the only one I didn't really care for is the first one so far. Let's see how it goes. But the next one, the next Car and Driver 10 best is the Kia. Wait for it. The Kia Telluride. This one I've seen in person is really a nice SUV. Very, very modern. And it looks like it's really well made. It's really nice, I gotta say. If you haven't seen a Kia Telluride, you owe it to yourself to check one out. So the Kia Telluride has 291 horsepower, It comes with a 3.8 liter V6, 8-speed automatic. The base price, which is really, really impressive for a vehicle that looks this nice in person, is $33,160. And it goes to base, or the range is from that to $35,160. So yes, and it comes with all-wheel drive, at least some do, 0 to 60 in 6.9 seconds. It's not a rocket, but it's not bad for a SUV of this type. A quarter mile at 15.3 seconds at 93 miles an hour. Top speed is 132 miles an hour. Braking from 70 miles per hour to 0 is 177 feet. Road hauling at 300 foot. Skid plate is 0.82 Gs. Combined gas mileage, it looks like, what do we got here? 21 city, no, just combined. Combined is 21 city, and the city is 19, and the highway is 24. It's not bad because it seems like a pretty good sized vehicle, so that is neat. They do need to make a more off-road version of it, more beefy tires, and like an overlander version style Telluride. And I would be like all in. I'm telling you, on a low range. So listen to me, Mr. Kia. We want off-road all-terrain tires that are at least 31 inches, and we want more ground clearance, at least 9 inches, and body armor underneath the vehicle, and a low range transmission. And I would be seriously looking at that vehicle. Okay, the next vehicle on Car and Driver's 10 best list is Mazda. Mazda makes some really nice cars. You'd be surprised if you don't. I think Mazda is overlooked a lot, but when you really go take a look, you'd be like, whoa, that's a nice looking car, especially on the inside. They have really nice interior. This particular one is the Mazda Cx-5, which is an SUV. An SUV. It's really nice. It's a really bad picture I would show you, but the pictures, I mean, you can barely even see it. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? You think I'm lazy? I'll show you. There's Telluride. All right. Alrighty, the Mazda Cx-5. Let's see here. Perhaps you're wondering how a compact crossover like the Mazda Cx-5 lands on our list of favorite. After all, this publication requires G-rides and mocks. No, what the hell am I talking about? Anyways, the numbers. I'm always about the numbers. It comes with 2 motors. Let's just go with the more powerful one. It comes with 250 horsepower turbo 2.5 liter inline 4. And let me tell you something. I've driven that motor in a, what was that? Oh, the Mazda Speed. Mazda Speed. Remember those Mazda Speed 3s or something? That is an insanely fast motor. It's crazy. And it's very reliable too. Base price is $26,370. Up to $33,160. Not a bad price. Let's see, 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds. Quarter mile in 14.6 seconds. Top speed of 130 miles an hour. Braking from 70 to 0 in 169 feet. Road hauling is at 0.82 Gs. Gas mileage, 24 combined, 22 city, wow, 27 highway. That's a pretty good gas mileage, pretty good. It's a compact SUV though. Alrighty, no, you definitely wouldn't have a 10 best list unless you had at least 2 or 3 Porsches on it. And here is the first one that made the list. The Porsche 718 Boxster and Cayman. Oh, I like those. They're like their budget Porsches. My friend has an old, like a 2011 Boxer, and I never felt handling like that in my life. It's the best handling car I ever driven. I've driven some good amount of cars, but that thing drove magically. So let's see here. The numbers for the budget Porsche, which is still amazing. All right. So it has a 300 horsepower turbo 2.0 liter flat 4 and a 350 horsepower turbo 2.5 liter flat 4. What? I guess it's retuned or something. They're both. No, one's a 2.5, one's a 2.0. Okay. And it has a 394 horsepower 4-liter flat 6. Comes in a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed dual clutch automatic. The base price for the Boxer is $63,000. And the base price for the Cayman is $61,250. I would love to have a basic Porsche. I'll show you what it looks like. It looked like that. That is their basic, of course. It's still $60-some thousand. Excuse me. All right, where was I? Before I was so rudely interrupted by my microphone falling. All right, so 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. That is fast. Anything under 5 is fast. Under 4 is crazy fast. Under 3 is out of control. Top speed manufacturer claim is 170 miles an hour. I think it's funny how they always have the claimed. We'll just jump in when I find out. Braking from 70 to 0 in 142 feet. And road holding 300-foot skid pad at 1.04 Gs. Gas mileage. So we'll go with the worst. 21 miles per gallon combined. 19 city, 24 highway. Like I said, there's going to be at least one or two. So this number 2 on our 10 best is the Porsche Macan, something like that. It's a real SUV. All right, so that's pretty sharp. I wouldn't mind that myself. So for a little SUV, let's see how it compares to the Boxer and the Cayman that we just read about. So this one has a 348 horsepower turbo 3.0 liter V6 or a 375 horsepower or 434 horsepower. Got a lot of motors. Twin turbo 2.9 liter 7-speed dual clutch automatic. Base price is a bargain price at $61,550. Let me think. Yeah. It's a lot of money. When you consider a fold-out, decked-out Jeep Wrangler is about the same price. Makes you go, interesting. All right, so 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. It's a pretty fast SUV. Like I said, to me, anything under 5 is fast, and anything under 4 is really fast. So that's really fast. Top speed is 167 miles per hour. Braking is 155 feet from 70. Road holding is 300 feet. From 300 feet is 0.94 Gs. Gas mileage, we got 19 combined, 17 city, and 21 on the highway. gas mileage isn't all that great. It's not a very big vehicle, but I guess when you're pushing all that horsepower, it's going to be kind of bad. Alrighty, is there any more? Is that it? Oh, there's more. Whoa, wait a minute. So now we got the pickups, the full-size pickup trucks. Now we know they got Ford, Chevy, and Dodge, and Toyota. Anybody else? I think that's all. Oh, Nissan. Nissan has them too. All right, the winner for car and I'm getting a little sleepy over here. Car and drivers 10 best for 2021. The best full-size pickup truck is, drumroll please, the Dodge. Well, I shouldn't call it Dodge anymore. It's the Ram 1500. That's right. And the picture shows the real crazy one. What do they call that thing? The Dodge T-Rex. TRX. T-Rex. That one is a starting price of $71,790. That is the one to get if money was no object. I'll show you a picture. It's a bad picture though, but I'll show you anyways. Alrighty. You go Dodge. Go Dodge. Okay, so the basic Dodge. The basic Nikki, I'm surprised you can get one for this price. The base price that they're saying, which is probably with the rolled up windows and no AC, is $33,940. And of course, the T-Rex is all it goes up to. That one's a $71,790. 0 to 60, and of course, the T-Rex is 3.7 seconds. 0 to 60, 3.7. That is really good for a giant full-size pickup truck. I wonder what they got in there. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So it has a 200. No, that's not it. It can't be the most. Oh, here we go. The most powerful motor you can get in the Dodge. I keep saying Dodge. It's just Ram now. In the Ram, the most powerful Ram motor is a 702 horsepower supercharged 6.2 liter V8 with an 8-speed automatic. And that's why you can go carry this giant heavy truck to 3.7 seconds. Right at top speed is only 118 miles an hour. It's probably regulated, so it's use control because it's so heavy or top heavy, and it's not really designed for that kind of speed. It's designed for hauling stuff and just hauling ass. The 300-foot skid pad is 0.78 Gs, and gas mileage. Here we go. This is why most people would not buy a 700 horsepower Dodge T-Rex, because the gas mileage on this combined is 12 miles per gallon. In the city, 10 miles per gallon, nearly single digits. I'm sure if I was driving, it'd be single digits. And on the highway, this is really bad. Highway is only 14 miles per gallon on the highway. Yeah, not exactly practical, but fun, I'm sure. On somebody else's dime, that would be a great vehicle. All right, let's see here. Where was I? Okay, so the next 10 best car and drivers 10 best is this one. I'm not really surprised. It is a Toyota. Is this the first Toyota? I think so. I don't recall any other Toyotas. The Toyota, I've seen this in person, got to sit in it, but didn't get to drive it. It's really nice. I gotta admit, it's a Toyota, but it's got the last version of the motor that I saw had a BMW motor. It is none other than the Toyota Supra. Where's my stats? I think they're changing the motor. That will give you another option. It has a 3.0 turbo inline six, which has 382 horsepower, and an entry-level model with 255 horsepower. It's a turbo 2.0 liter. That's a new engine for it. All righty. Yes, pretty nice. You can't really see it too well, but I'll try to show you. Well, here's the picture of the 2021 Supra. It's a pretty nice car. The only thing that I have against it is really not its fault. It's my fault, but it's only a two-seat, and I just can't do a two-seater. I need more seats, but all right, anyways. So this car, starting price, the base price is not bad. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll let you decide. Base price is $43,985. And the range at the higher end is $51,985. 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. That's pretty good. And the one with the smaller motor, the 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. That's still not bad. Quarter mile in 12.1 seconds. Top speed, car and driver estimate is 160 miles per hour. Braking from 70 to 0 in 149 feet. Road holding with a 300-foot skid pad is 1.4 G, so that's pretty good. That's up there with a Porsche. Gas mileage is pretty good too. Wow, that's really good. That's weird. So combined gas mileage, and even on the bigger motor, I'll do the bigger motor. And so just imagine a smaller one is better. But the larger motor with a 3.0 turbo, inline 6 turbo, is 25 combined, 22 city, and 30 highway. So that's pretty, that's good gas mileage. You can make a great commuter car if you commute really fast. The next of the 10 best 20 for 2021 car and drivers is the Golf GTI Jetta GLI. Because they have a lot of different vehicles with the same body type. Yeah, these are pretty cool. I like the GTIs. They have really good interior. The exterior kind of dull. They're a little bit of a sleeper on the exterior, but the interior is pretty darn sharp. So I'll give you the numbers on this. The numbers. It has a 228 horsepower turbo 2-liter engine, 4-cylinder with a 6-speed manual or 7-speed dual clutch automatic. Base price is $29,690. Good bang for your buck. That's where they save money on a modern exterior, and they pass that savings on to the consumer. So if you want performance, this is your vehicle. 0 to 60, not too fast, but 5.5 seconds. Quarter mile in 14.1 seconds. Top speed 126 miles an hour. Braking from 70 to 0 in 153 feet. Road holding is at 0.98 G, so that's pretty good. I think that's it. That is it. That is it for the 10 best. What do you think? Do they seem pretty reasonable? Which do I like the best of the 10 best? What is my best of the 10 best? Good question. Definitely not the GTI. Sports car, bang for your buck. That Toyota's a pretty good deal. I think the Toyota would be a nice car to have. I don't care for the Dodge. The Porsche Cayman was pretty nice. Or the Macan, I don't know. I mean, the Porsches are great. They're a lot of money, though. That's my thing. They're pretty darn expensive. So the base price on the Boxer is 63, came in 61, and the Toyota was 43 or something. That's a pretty good difference. That's 20,000. Telluride, that's a pretty nice car. I think, tell you the truth, if I were to be shopping for a car, and this is kind of maybe a little on the boring side, but for me, because it'll suit my needs the best, I would have gone for that. I look at the right place. Oh, it's not in here. Okay, so for me, out of these cars, what suit me best would be the Kia Telluride. That's the one I would go for. It's really, really nice. If you haven't seen one in person, seen the interior and the exterior as well, that would be my choice. But if I was to do a sports car, I think I'd go with the Toyota. Yeah, definitely Toyota. I'll tell you why. Yeah, the Porsche is great. The Porsche is great. If I was really rich and money was no object, I just didn't care. It just didn't matter. I get the Porsche. But if I had any kind of reasonable budget, for one, the car is cheaper, which is 1 point. 2, Toyota reliability. It's going to be way cheaper. I mean, it's going to be much more reliable. And the big thing is just the maintenance. I think the maintenance on the Porsche would be a nightmare. My friend told me it's pretty darn expensive just to get a simple oil change. So that's probably the main reason why I would say if I had any kind of reasonable budget, I would do the Toyota. If I had no budget and I was sick rich like you, I would do the Porsche. So there you have it. The 10 best. Let's see anything else exciting. The Bronco Sport. They got an article on the Bronco Sport. I checked one out today, so check my other video. You'll see one today. I didn't get a chance to drive it yet, but maybe I'll go back and drive it because I think we want to know how it drives. And I think that's it for today. I'm going to call it a day. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. I appreciate you spending your evening with me, and thanks for watching Paul's Take. There's all these messages. I didn't even see them. Oh my goodness. I feel bad. So about that affecting aerodynamics with the roof rack, etc. I just took out my back seats last month or beginning of the year. Hyped to the max. Twin turbo Kia Stinger. I actually like that Stinger. And let's see here. 2.0. I'm not sure what he's referring to that one. I was happy to bring my 60 down from 9.5, less than 7, molding my Camry LOL. Well, thanks for the comments. Appreciate you. I actually, tell you the truth, I don't watch this comment section or even the page where it shows myself. I get too self-conscious looking at myself, so I actually turn the screen. I turn my tab. Put on a different tab, so I don't distract myself with my funny-looking face. So that's why, unfortunately, I wasn't reading when they were coming out. But I appreciate the comments. And once again, thanks for spending the evening with me on this channel. Appreciate you a lot. And hopefully this will continue to do well, and I will continue to make more videos on the ASMR and different things late at night. Thanks for watching Paul's Take. And make sure, like I said, if you're new and you haven't hit subscribe. The channel could use your support. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching Paul's Take.